Are you unknowingly sabotaging your financial future? Studies show that 70% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and most don't realize they're making critical money mistakes until it's too late. Does that sound familiar? Stay tuned, because today, we're uncovering the top money mistakes you absolutely must avoid in your 20s and 30s. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Hey there, welcome to Smart Money Moves, the channel dedicated to helping you make wise financial decisions and live a wealthy lifestyle. Whether you're just starting your career, juggling student loans, or figuring out how to save for your first home, this video is for you. Today we're tackling the financial pitfalls that hold most young adults back, and more importantly, how you can avoid them. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to building strong financial habits, growing your wealth, and securing your financial future. Ready to level up your money game? Let's dive in. Point 1. Ignoring a budget. First up, let's talk about budgets, or rather, the lack of them. One of the biggest mistakes young adults make is not having a clear plan for their money. It's tempting to wing it, especially if you're earning more than you've ever had before. But without a budget, it's way too easy to overspend on things that don't actually matter. Here's what you can do. Follow the 50-30-20 rule. That's 50% of your income for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Tools like Mint or YNAB make it super easy to track your spending and stay on top of your goals. Trust me, taking control of your budget is the first step to financial freedom. Point 2. Delaying investing. Next, let's bust a myth. You don't need to be rich to invest. Waiting until you earn more or feel ready to invest is a costly mistake. The truth is, time is your greatest ally when it comes to building wealth. Here's an example. If you start investing just $200 a month, at age 25, assuming a 7% annual return, you'll have over $400 by the time you're 60. But if you wait until you're 35, that number drops to less than $200,000. See the difference? Start small if you need to. Apps like Robinhood or Acorns let you invest with as little as $5. Prioritize maxing out your 401k, match if your employer offers it, and look into a Roth IRA for tax-free growth. The key is to start today, no matter how little you think you can afford. Credit cards can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. One common mistake that many people make is accumulating high-interest debt by only making the minimum payments. It may seem harmless at first, but before you know it, that $100 dinner could end up costing you $150 or even more, all thanks to interest. So, how can you avoid falling into this debt trap? The key is to only charge what you can pay, off in full each month. This means being disciplined with your spending and not relying on credit for purchases you can't afford. And if you're already carrying a balance, it's important to focus on paying it down aggressively. There are strategies that can help, such as the avalanche method, where you prioritize paying off high-interest debts first. Another effective approach is the snowball method, which involves starting with the smallest balances to build momentum. Additionally, you might want to consider options like balance transfer cards or consolidation loans to lower your interest rates and pay off your debt faster. Moving on to the next point, not building an emergency fund can have serious consequences. Life is unpredictable, and unexpected expenses can hit you hard, whether it's a medical bill, a car repair, or an unexpected job loss. Not having an emergency fund can force you into debt when things go wrong. And trust me, they will at some point. To protect yourself from such situations, aim to save 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in a high-yield savings account. It may seem daunting, but you can start small if you need to. Even setting aside $20 a week can add up. Over time, think of your emergency fund as your financial safety net. It's not just about peace of mind. It's about safeguarding your financial progress. Lastly, one of the most overlooked mistakes is not investing in your financial education. Money management is not something most of us are taught in school, yet it is essential for building a wealthy and secure lifestyle. It's important to make learning about personal finance a habit. Read personal finance books, follow credible YouTube channels, and stay curious about money. The more knowledge you gain, the better decisions you'll make. Some great beginner-friendly books to start with include The Simple Path to Wealth by J.L. Collins and I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to your finances. So, to recap, here are the 5 money mistakes to avoid in your 20s and 30s. Create a budget, start investing early, avoid high-interest debt, build an emergency fund, and invest in your financial education. Don't wait for the perfect moment to take control of your finances. The best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is right now. Start with what you have today and build from there. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with friends who could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to Smart Money Moves for more expert tips to help you build wealth and achieve financial independence. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.